I'm Kathleen Law, and I'm running for the Senate in the 7th District. To grow Michigan's economy, I will support policy which will reinvigorate our manufacturing base. I will support proven policy which will support and encourage small and medium-sized businesses. I will support public policy which will allow our college-educated children to stay close to home and find meaningful, well-paying, challenging, sustainable careers right here in Michigan. I support a public policy which will attract capital investment and allow us to get back to work. Well, we need to continue to support the life science technologies, the advanced manufacturing technologies, and those schools that are providing that. We need to continue to support the community college and skilled trades education centers, because college education is for some people, but there are some folks who really want to work with their hands. They're just brilliant electricians. They're wonderful. You know, it takes a special skill to run a giant crane, and you need skilled operators in the operating engineers area. So there's all kinds of education that we can support with appropriate policy. The money is a challenge, but it's always a challenge, but the need is there, and so's the will. Well, our state budget priorities are to balance it and get it on time every year, but at the same time, I do not want to continue to cut and cut and cut. A state is defined by the amenities and the people that live within it, and survival mode is not living. So I would reinvigorate our manufacturing base, which is where our wealth and our real jobs are created. That I'm looking to a positive end. In the end of the day, I have heard much talk about having a new tax law written for the state of Michigan. Again, I'm not a tax attorney or a lawyer or educated in that field at all, but I know what I want it to look like at the end of the day. I want it to look like the rest of the Great Lake Basin. We don't want to be a standalone so that everybody has to relearn a tax policy to move their businesses or expand here in Michigan. I want it to be fair. I want it to be easy to understand. I want it to look like our neighbors, and frankly, I want it under 100 pages. You know, there has to be accountability. I think that the citizens deserve to know where their tax dollars in terms of grant money are going. We need to know if they're actually providing the promises that were made in order to get tax cuts or in order to get grants. We're going to have oversight. We're going to have to look at every state contract that goes out of this state to make certain that the people that are applying are actually meeting benchmarks, are actually a real business, and that we're getting the bang for the buck. I'm Kathleen Law, and I'm running for the Senate 7th. I am a proponent of renewable energy, 21st century manufacturing, with 21st century manufacturing standards. We know here in Michigan that if you're not making something, you're not making anything.